My fellow Liberians, for too long we have been divided by tribe, gender, region, religion, and political party. But let us not forget, suffering has no tribe, hunger has no religion, struggle has no gender. That is why the poverty we all see and experience every day cuts deep across every tribe, every gender, every region, every religion, and every political party. One thing is abundantly clear: from our shorelines to our eco-rich forests, from mines filled with untapped gold, iron ore, and diamonds, to potential offshore oil reserves, Liberia is too rich for Liberians to be so poor. Liberia is too rich for Liberians to be so poor. From right here in Monrovia to the remotest villages and towns across Liberia, everywhere I go, it breaks my heart to see our people living in such poor and inhumane conditions, and to hear their stories of repeated hopelessness, broken promises, and despair. We are too old to be the better nation that we are, unable to feed ourselves and looking for handouts from the rest of the world. While our leaders steal and plunder the nation's wealth, too many of our mothers are dying at childbirth and from treatable illnesses because of a poor health delivery system. While we waste resources and our leaders are lavishly gloating in ill-gotten wealth, too many of our children are dying before they reach their 5th birthday. Our leaders are partying and enjoying themselves. They are building new homes both here in Liberia and abroad. They are buying themselves expensive vehicles and sending their children to fancy schools, while the government is failing to support our schools. Our schools are then failing our children, and too many of our children are dropping out and being left too far behind with no future. Enough is enough, my people. Enough is enough. Too many of our old and retired citizens are forced to become beggars, with little to no care for the disabled and others with disabilities. Our government should be looking to take care of its elders. Yet, we continue to lose our way, to lose our values, with leaders taking no responsibilities, showing no vision, no leadership, while too many of our people are suffering, giving up, and dying. Again, enough is enough. Enough is enough. My fellow Liberians, I know too many of you have given up on change. For too long, promises have been made only to be broken. For too long, you have been promised equality in the distribution of the nation's wealth, only to see our leaders make themselves rich and richer as Liberians become poor and poorer. Doors of opportunities are being shut in your faces because you happen to belong to a tribe or a religion or even a gender. The stealing from the people has only gotten worse and worse. Well, this too is why they fear me. I am not a typical politician. The government knows it cannot bribe me or shut me up. My friends in the CPP know I'm dead serious about the promises I make. My track record of results speak for themselves. My opponents know they cannot frighten me or blackmail me, not even with false charges and political prosecution. They know this because all I am interested in is helping to change our country for the better, to make us do the right things, because it will make Liberia better. And they know I mean it. And so today, I ask you not to lose hope. Now is not the time to give up. Like they say, when evil men connive, good people must unite. If you think things are bad, or if you are unhappy with where our country is, or if you are tired of your living conditions, all across the various tribes, regions, religions, genders, and parties, if we don't stand up and act together as strongly and as decisively as we should for real change, I assure you, things will only get worse. And it will not just their children tomorrow. Wake up today for your future and the future of all of our children. Stand up. Stand together. Be heard. Be seen. Liberia needs all of us to get better. And all of us need a better Liberia. God bless you, and may God bless Liberia. I thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon to you. Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to the G Randy Show. Thank you so much for joining me here. I appreciate you guys, and thank you for everything. Let me start the show here now. And 2 and 1 and 0. The show is officially ready to be broadcast. Thank you, everyone, for giving me the opportunity here today. Again, this is G Randy here. Thank you so much for the time you continue to give me here. And am I hearing something here? Yes, I'm hearing something here. Let me turn this thing off.
Power off.
Yes, power off. So, welcome again to the Sunday evening of the Tigo Top Show. I got a few announcements here to make here, guys, and please give me your indulgence. Again, to my big five, we continue to go deep and deeper into this ANC program, and I just hope that you will stay with me until we can see the end. Yes. So today, high level conversation was held today. The detail cannot be disclosed here to you guys, but it's in a very positive direction, and I want to bless God for the opportunity. Yes, I want to bless God for the opportunity that the CDC, the ANC is giving not only to me, but to many Liberians out here. So it's a positive news, and let's continue. For those who follow me religiously, I would like to say big thank you to you. I know you believe in my skills, you believe in my ability to put forward the messages that I have put forward here, and I will always remember you guys through all my existence on the face of the planet here. I'll always remember you guys. I would like to say this to you guys listening to me here right now. I have decided to support the ANC, not for money business, not for anything. I am here to support the ANC for the people of Liberia. I want you to understand that. This campaign I'm running, I'm doing it for the sake of the people back home. Our people have been suffering too long. I cannot sit on a fence and don't help them. I want you to understand that. I am doing this for the people of Liberia. So I will make and I will provide, I will make myself available in every shape and form. Where I find myself today in the ANC hierarchy today, um, again, is nothing but a voluntary work that I am doing. And you don't have to believe me now, but if you gave Mr. Cummings the opportunity to be the next president of Liberia, that's when you will get to know what I'm seeing right now and know is true in the future. But again, everything I'm doing here is about what? The people of Liberia. I want you to understand that. That's the first announcement I have here for you guys. Now, coming to some specific detail here. I believe some of you guys who watched me few days ago, you will remember when I said that the ANC people must support their own platform, right? Yes, I did say that. I did say that the ANC people should support their what? Their platform. Do you know how many people were listening to me? Of course, there were people listening to me, right? And what did they do? They took my idea. And what did you see them doing today? Taras Dillon, T.I. Ure, boom! They came today. And what did you see them do? They went 30 minutes after Spoon started. And I will say this, it's going to build that momentum. It is going to build that momentum. So the opportunity now for Spoon to control the media is not going to happen. You see, one of the things that I like about this country called United States, you can come with your PhD, your magnum cum laude from any university in this country. It will be a challenge for you to take on somebody who got 30 to 40-year experience doing something in that same field you got, because it's very practical in terms of what they want than bringing somebody with just a traditional book knowledge. I've been around for a long time in Liberian politics, but I think our ANC brothers and sisters out here who are the grassroots, the end user of our body politics, it's time to strategize. It is time to strategize. What Darius Dillon, Tilia Ure, Mo Ali then launched today, I can guarantee you that they listen to what I said about people not going on Spoon TV to listen to them. They must support their own. That idea came from me. You know why it came from me? And I'm saying it just 3 days ago, they never thought about that. 1 week ago, they never talked about it. Never. But you know what, dear friend? Let me say this to you again. Until Joseph Boyka can separate his vision from that of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, then I will believe that Joseph Boyka really mean business. Because since Joseph Boyka and Ellen parted, when Ellen left office, Joseph Boyka still maintain Ellen Johnson Sirleaf vision today. He was even asked by a BBC journalist whether he's going to have his own vision, and he said he will complement Ellen's vision. And many of you guys heard it here, and even heard it on the BBC itself. So what am I trying to say here? I'm just trying to tell you that whatever you see Tara Dillon doing today, it can be destroyed in less than 5 minutes by me. One way to do that is to be able to what? Is to be able to challenge them and ask them, let Joseph Boyka show you his vision for Liberia. Because Joseph Boyka hasn't defined it yet. But let's take this thing to the next level now. See, when you challenge Jay Rennie got the ability to, when the more you see the idea, the more he become more powerful with the idea. So I'm going to make the announcement here. By the end of July, going into August, we're going to change the program here now. we are going to shift gear now. We are going to make this show now Elisana Cummings Vision Show. Yes. Starting the 1st of August, it's going to be called the ABC Vision Show. Elisana Becoming Vision Show. We are going to be presenting Mr. Cummings' vision to you on the show. We're going to discuss and break down Mr. Cummings' vision on this show going forward now. Like I said, I'm not here to campaign for ANC members. They are welcome to come here. They are not, I won't miss them if they don't come here. Just how Mr. Cummings is fighting for the soul of Liberia, that's how I'm fighting for the soul of Liberia along with him. So the new program here is going to be the ABC Vision. We are going to start discussing what are the things that Mr. Cummings is going to do for the country. That's going to be the new vision. We will come here and we'll be discussing Mr. Cummings' vision. Let me see what I can show you guys, just a sample of it here. All right. Again, it's all about the Liberian people. This battle is the last battle that I'm going to fight for the people of Liberia. After the battle, I'm going to be done with the Liberian politics. Elabi Gayu, I'm going to temporarily replace the tabletop with the Elisana Vision now. This is not about me. This is not about ANC people. This is about Liberian people back home. I'm going to start a show. I'm going to carry it from now to election time. And as we go around from month to month, you will get to see the reason behind what I'm doing. This is a voluntary work at Abigail that I have decided to carry out. It's not for me. It's not for the ANC people. And I just want you guys to join me. Let's see what that vision can do for the Liberian people. If they buy and vote for him, we will commend ourselves. Our people are suffering too much. Let's forget about what the ANC people are doing. Right now, where I find myself in the ANC, some of the ANC people around, I don't know where I find myself right now, but I do know where I find myself. So it's for the interest of the Liberian people. So what I want to do here, I want to bring something up that none of them has done before. I did it for George Weah, and I'm going to start doing it for Mr. Cummings now. These guys continue to steal my ideas, but I'm going to show to them that we can do better on the show. So it's a sacrifice that I have to make. And I'm just asking every one of my B5, if you love your country, please understand that I'm doing it for Liberia. I'm not doing it for ANC. I'm not doing it for ANC people. I will not lie to you guys. I am not doing it for ANC people. All right? So please, I am not doing it for ANC people. I am doing it for the people of Liberia. So there will be time that we have the CDC show. I mean we will have the tabletop show, but I just want you guys to understand that the ABC Vision will be my new program here. I have committed myself to help this man, help the Liberian people. It's not for anything, but to just help our people back home. And how much some people can stand behind false narrative and lie to the Liberian people, I'm taking this thing. And I'm just appealing to my big five that we have to take a side. And this side is not for them. Today people who enjoy we are camp, when I was running Joy We Are campaign, those that enjoying today, they were not around when we were campaigning for George Weah. But when George Weah became president, they enjoy. I don't care who behind the ANC today that waiting in the wings, that when some of us do our part here and get Mr. Cummings elected, they can go and take the job they want. But that blessing will come to some of us because we're fighting for the Liberian people. So I understand LRB Gary, but I also want you to understand that it's for the people of Liberia. It's not for me. So what I'm going to do here going forward now is I'm going to create the ABC Vision Show. We are going to discuss the ANC vision. Yes, we are going to discuss the ANC platform and vision on the show here. And if you feel bad about it, I understand. But in how much I'm getting up 4 o'clock in the morning to sit down here, I want you to understand that I'm doing it for the people of Liberia. Yes, I am doing it for the people of Liberia. I'm not doing it for anybody else. We all can contribute in our country in different ways. Yes. I already spoken about that. It was I already spoken about that. LRB guy, you cannot trust any politician in the house also move the country forward. We got to be willing to trust somebody or maybe try somebody. Let's forget about the trust. But let's keep the scene. Let's keep the scene of T rather than trust. Let's try them. Yeah, I would say let's try them. All right. So let's see here. I think this might be it here. Okay. So this is what I am going to start to discuss. Let's see where I can get this here. It should be this one right here. So it's coming up. I'm having trouble with the video. Oh, I went for a video. I don't want video. I want slides. Okay. So this is what I'm going to be presenting on the show going forward now, guys. It's coming up. So this is where remote where the CDC people so near. Yeah. I thought I had it here. Where did I put it? Back here. I don't know why I put it though. It was here. It was somewhere here. But you know what I'm talking about, right? You guys should know what I am talking about. That CDC stuff. I know every time I just put it back here, I can find it very difficult for me to find. But it's somewhere over there. I don't know where it is. Yeah, so by the end of this month into next month, we'll be discussing the Alexander Cummings vision here. Yes. So this is what I'm going to be discussing here on the show now. So we are going to look at the Alternative National Congress policy brief platform here. So these are key things we're going to be discussing here. All right. So these are things I'm going to be discussing here. So this is Mr. Cummings' platform here. This is the platform of the ANC. We're going to be looking at what? The infrastructure. We're going to be looking at all the different things that we're going to be discussing, these elements, and these are things we're going to be talking about in the vision. Yes. So those are things that we're going to be discussing now. The vision of Mr. Cummings. That's what we're going to be discussing. So on the show here now, we're going to list those things then, and then we're going to discuss them on a daily basis on the show. My goal here is to present to the Liberian people what are the key things that Mr. Cummings is going to be doing for the country, how it's going to apply to the people of Liberia so they can understand that. It's a very difficult decision, but I want you to understand that I am doing it for the people of Liberia. whatever is in there, I'm going to make sure that I let the Liberian people know that this is what I want to do. Those who are part of the ANC team, if they don't want to do what we have suggested, especially the media team, where you have today Darrell Dillon came out and got that overwhelming support today. I'm asking the ANC people to do the same. It's up to them now to do what they want to do. Yeah, it's up to them. So, Rivers Pro say, who are the big five? The big five as my stakeholders. You see, the broadcast that I do every morning here on Hard FM, Riverside Pro, those guys are the one who paying for that broadcast. Yes, there is a fee they charge every morning, every month when I broadcast through Hard FM in Liberia. The show start Monday, Tuesday, and then it ends and break for the week on Wednesday. These guys, the moment I call them, I say, join me in the morning and I need something. They will send me that money and I will send it to Liberia and pay these people. And that's why I call them the big five. Yes. So to be a big five is to be in the middle. But while it is true that I'm drifting off and coming to support Mr. Common Vision, I'm not in the middle now. But I would try in my broadcast to be in the middle. I'm just appealing to them to stay the course. If they feel that, oh, this is not what we sound for, Randy, it's up to them. They can go. I will miss them. But I'm doing this thing for the people of Liberia. It's not for myself. Because like I said, at the end of the election next year, I will not be involved in politics again. I will be leaving Facebook politics. Maybe it will come whatever happen in the country, who administration that will be when something happens, we'll just kind of sit down and get discuss it briefly, close the show and go back. Because by then you guys would have known all the politicians in the country, what they're capable of doing, and there will be no need to go and start talking about recycle government official and stuff like that. Or maybe not so doing well government official as well. So that's why the show going to be. Yes. So let me read from bottom to top here. Mr. Yango, he said, Mr. Comey platform for election, Mr. Comey platform for the election, because most of them will say those same things and only see after they win the election. Yes, but we have to continue to push that. Yes. Tonia is watching. Thank you so much, Doris. Let me say Tonia Doris. River says, Pro say, Randy, did you witness the debut of Darrell Dillon Classroom Reloaded? And not Darrell Dillon Classroom Reloaded. No, that idea, River said, Pro, that idea came from J. Randy. Yes, that idea came from J. Randy. Remember when I said that people need to support their own? Yes, Darrell Dillon decided to bring on panelists to support the vision of his show. It's not nothing that reload. It's called taking somebody's idea and putting it forward. He never discussed that thing on his show. It was Terry Genesee who came out and made that revelation that caused that and all of that. These guys come on the show, they listen and steal people's idea. That is why now I'm taking it to the next level now. So the next level here will be on the show, we'll come in out to break down common vision to the Liberian people. Anything that we discuss will be applicable to what happened in Liberia, and we'll use the platform of Mr. Cummings to see how we can factor in solution to the problem. That's what we're doing here. All right. LRB guy, you say, I don't trust any politician, but I will support your decision, Remy. Thank you very much. You see that? Riverside Pro, this is one of my senior and most senior big five here. These are the people that I really listen to a lot. Yeah, these people are the ones I listen to a lot. All right. Yeah. Let me see. Kennedy Corey said, if they are stealing your idea, start bringing it out to the public. No, the public got to know. The public got to know. Yes, the public got to know, because if you don't do it, it will not help the people. The thing is about the people. Whoever want to take my idea, as long as you have me the Liberian people, that's fine. Yes, but I think the ANC people seeing the fruit of what's going on now, they need to double it up, because the whole thing about campaign publicity is nothing to be hating. I told them they need to have their own show where they support their own. The people out there are looking for solution. They don't want to hear people other ideas. So a direct they then thought about, oh, we think what releasing we can try, they go and try, that's fine. But if we started it, and like I said, today now we are now launching now the ABC Vision Show. We're going to be discussing Mr. Alexander Cummings' vision here for the country. And we're going to be going into specific detail of a vision, and as it relates to things happening in the country. And people are going to learn from that. Yes, we're going to learn from that. All right. Yango say good morning, JRD. Thank you. Okay, for your end there. All right. Somebody say, let me see the other guy here. Musa Sago say, wow, thank you so much. We need to save Liberia. Yes, rescue Liberia, save Liberia. All right. I don't allow your personal feeling to take over if also it is a win for CDC. Let me see what's going on here with this guy. Okay. Keep the native or tap. Yeah, I think I already addressed that. Let's see here. Let's see. Comments. Yeah, Randall Cummings said, thank you, Randy. Are you going to have the other guest panelists? No, my show is going to be one man show. Yeah, it's going to be a one man show. But I'm trying to bring a guy, a very strong guy from Liberia. Just so you guys know, I'm recruiting a lot of sedition as well. Yes, I'm recruiting a lot of seditions. Look, I see myself a lone wolf, and I'm not here to battle with anybody because I know my strength. I know how good my strategies are, so I'm not here to battle. But a very significant guy in Liberia is going to join the ANC very soon. He's from the Claro Town era, the Bakube Avenue, and he's very, very powerful. He called me up today. We spoke, and I told him I was going to get the news, and I did call the ANC high ups, and I said that he will be joining. So when he comes with other people too. So I'm glad to be doing my part. It's in the interest of the Liberian people. The very man who I'm talking about, when he came to the country the first time, I told him your future is here. He listened to me, and today he's living a very happy life in this country. He's like, Randy, now that you're supporting Cummings, I believe in what you do. So I want to be on your team. So he might appear on the show once in a while for her to discuss. But I'm not going to have a panel here. I'm going to have a one-man show where we'll be discussing the vision here. All right. If ANC get the ANC media team, you see there are other people in the ANC that are very, very, very good. Yes. Other team are very, very good. Yes. All right. Other team are very, very good. They understand themselves. But the media team, I think they need to be a little bit proactive. Yeah, they need to be a little bit proactive. I know. Already I am a we are supporter, but I agree with a lot of things you criticize the government. Yes, the government will be criticized even for the government to grow. If Mr. We are accepted most of our criticism today, Reverse Pro, Mr. We would have been in a better place today. But they just decide not to, and take some of our advice. And life is too short, opportunity are limited, they don't come often. So we have to move on to support other people in the interest of Liberian people. JRD, we are here with you for the best of our brother, sister, and country betterment. But on the other hand, with one goal, best for Liberia. Yes, whoever put Liberia first, Mr. Yango, if you decide to run, I will do what it takes for me to support you. Let me see. Please increase the big 5 to 10. All right. When the more end, when the more end, I was sending you the invoice. Okay, help me, Musa. So Musa, you want to join the FIFA or to join the FIFA too? Yeah, yeah. But the FIFA, well, we increase it to the 10. We increase the FIFA to the 10. Yes. So we increase the FIFA to the 10. Yes, we increase it to the 10. So let me see here. And Mr. Mo, I just say, Randy of Cummings win. You should be on you should be on Facebook. You will have to hold his administration feet to the fire. No, Cummings, let me say, Thomas Awaji, I'm making the ultimate sacrifice for the people of Liberia. I agree 100% with Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings, on many occasions, has said whoever joining his team should first understand that he's fighting for the Liberian people. And that's what I'm doing here now. The new strategy now that will start on August the 1st to discuss the ANC vision here, Mr. Cummings. You saw what I did here, Tommy. Let me just show you here, guys. So for those of you who follow me during the election, let me say hi to Sis Rosalind here. Thank you so much, Sis Rosalind, for stopping by. Those of you who follow me here during the CDC campaign, this is what we did, right? You remember the CDC platform? Yes, many of you guys remember here. Thomas Awaji, you remember this here, right? So this is just an illustration of what I'm planning to do here. So here we ran the CDC platform here, and this was it right here. All right. So for those of you that follow me here, when I ran the CDC campaign, we discussed the thing extensively and in detail, and the Liberian poll bought into that. This time around now, it's not going to be CDC anymore. All right. It's not going to be CDC anymore. We are now going to look at the Cummings vision. Yes. So this show here is going to look at Mr. Cummings vision. So these are things that we're going to look at here for Mr. Cummings here. All right. Mr. Cummings vision here. We're going to look at the vision here. All right. We're going to look at the vision here. We're going to discuss everything that Mr. Cummings is hoping to achieve here. Yes. Whatever he's hoping to achieve here is what we're going to present to the Liberian people. So this show will be more direct. This show will look at Mr. Cummings' vision in depth. Those pillars or things that Mr. Cummings wants, that's what we're going to present to them. Just how you saw we did the CDC 4 pillars, that's how we're going to do it now with the Mr. Cummings vision on the show here. So it's going to be a one-man show. We're going to start to explain to the Liberian people how structurally things going to be. And I know there will be challenges because people will say, "Oh, Jay Randy, you said the same thing here for Mr. Weir." Yes, but this time it's not Mr. Weir, it's Mr. Cummings. I believe in our strategy because I see Darius Dillon trying to tap into my idea. So I'll take it to the next level because you know what? Joseph Boga doesn't have a vision. Weir vision is dead. So send we suggested that ANC will have their own show and through support. They are trying or they stay contemplating on that. I'm taking it to the next level now because we don't have time. Everyone doing their thing in different way, and I appreciate everybody. But I think what I do best, what I know best, is what I'm going to be doing on the show here. Yes. All right. So Abraham said, I can't see you on my phone on YouTube. What do you mean you can't see me on my phone? Abraham Fofana? I should be there. Yeah, I'm on YouTube also too. I'm broadcasting on YouTube right now. All right. Maybe we'll talk tomorrow to see what's going on. All right. Because I'm on YouTube right now. Yes, I am on YouTube right now. Let me see. Let me just try to do something here quick. Let me see. J Randy, free voice. This is it right here. And you're going to give me double voice here. So let's see something here. Yeah. Look at my eyeball. Look at my eyeball here. All right, so let's do this thing. All right. So let me just show you. I'm live. You gotta tap in J Randy free voice. I'm already live here. So let me show you something here quick. So let me share this thing here. All right. Let's share the video here. Share my screen. All right. Let's go to Chromebook here. So you guys can see there. I already shared the screen here now, right? You guys should be able to see. Let me see here. Yeah, I already shared the screen. You guys should be able to see it. So this is it right here. So that means right here. Look at all right, just talking about flame. So that means right here. So just tap in J Randy free voice. You see it right here. Just tap in J Randy free voice. We are on YouTube right here. And all you gotta do is just come down and subscribe. All right. So Abraham, just go to Google and just type in J Randy free voice. All right. And then you'll find me. So let me stop the share right now. And let me just close this here. So we're broadcasting we are on YouTube. Yes, we are on YouTube. All right, you say you're watching it now. Okay, you just got it now. Yeah, okay, there you go. So you can watch it on YouTube. So we're on YouTube now. So we're taking it to the next level. Yes, we're taking it to the next level. All right. So let's see here. My picking P.O. say good evening, great man. Thank you very much. Power. Power is one of my big five too. Yeah, he's one of my big five. And you know, the other man, Uber, you know, B5. The other man who and it's Uber, and it's just something hanging on a clip. I don't know how to describe it, but he more than B5. This is, I think, LRB guy will relate to Mr. To Ellis here. Don't tell Ellis something, he will run faster than anything. So Ellis is the last man I can ever call on because he don't waste time. Yes. Let's see. Sis Rosalind, like I said, good afternoon to you, good evening to you. Sis Rosalind said, Randall Cummings, Sunday, Lizzie and Lizzie Bike, I support her. What are you doing to help? Yes. So every ANC people, you start throwing blame at each other. I think Sis Rose is asking a very important question here. Ask what you can do for ANC and not what ANC members are not doing. Yes. Ask what you can do for ANC voluntarily and not what ANC members are doing. You see, for me, I'm not waiting for everybody in the ANC. Whatever I think I can do voluntarily to help, that's what I'm going to do, because I have asked myself, what can I do individually to help Mr. Cummings, help the Liberian people? Because the whole thing is about the Liberian people. Yes, if you really focus on things about the Liberian people, I mean, you will have to do what it takes. The only thing I ask is to be on message. The soul of Liberia is at a higher risk. The people of Liberia is at a higher crossroad of frustration and despair. And we, as Liberian, no matter your sedition, you got to understand that our people are suffering. So today, like I said, I brought in a very important guy. He will be talking to. I think I will make sure that he speak to the top ladies in the ANC and the top gentlemen in the ANC. But he's a heavy hitter. Yes, he's a heavy hitter. He ran against Joseph during the senatorial election, and he called me today. He said, "Randy, I'm happy for you." In fact, he asked me, why did I join Mr. Cummings to support him? And I told him, and he's like, yeah, I see sense in it. So that's why it is. Yes. Let's see. Abraham said, hi, Randy. Did you ask your big five whether they would like to take take them with in the Cummings camp? I haven't asked them yet, but I have been making the announcement and stuff like that. But I did talk to them. I told them the big five, Abraham Fofana, when I was en route to Florida, I called every one of them. Yes. When I arrived at the airport, I made a call to every one of them and said, hey guys, I have been invited to attend the ANC seminar. I mean, chapter event or the regional chapter event. And they said, good luck with that. Whatever you do, what your decision is, will support you. So yes, we pre-discussed that. And I'm happy that, they supporting me. I mean, you just saw LRB guy, you say, yes, I will support, because there's nothing we can do. We have to support. We gotta keep trying. I don't believe in I don't believe in Boka and the other rest of the other guys. And I mean, please. So right now, Mr. Cummings is the only hope that I see. Yes, he's the only hope. And so that's why it is. Fatima said, don't say everything on here. You quick to run with. I mean, they quick to run with it. I understand, Fatima, but for me, I mean, my ingenuity when it comes to election strategy is more, So now that they have their show, now I'm about to discuss Mr. Cummings vision here, Mr. Cummings platform, what is in the platform, Jihad for CDC, and that will be a challenge to Mr. Boka people, because they don't have a separate vision. Boka vision stay with Ellen, and we cannot come here to campaign, because if we are coming to campaign, we are going to come with his achievable, for the past 5 years. So they are stuck right now, and this solo rule I'm taking is going to be difficult for them, And then I wish that everyone, yes. Let's see, Sis Agnes. Hi, Sis Agnes. Good to see you. All right. Let me say, Rosen Randy, we appreciate the work you are doing to help Mr. Cummings. He is the best option for Liberia. However, he need a lot of surrogate to spread the message. Yes, yes, I understand, Sis Rose. So in every way we can do, and let my thing here is, Sis Rose, we must have a permanent base. Fox News, they run the same parallel to MSNBC and to CNN. You know, MSNBC is mostly supported by Democrat. Fox News is supported by Republican. But whatever is on 8 o'clock in the evening on CNN, on MSNBC, Fox News is doing the same thing too. So it creates an equilibrium of the supporters. And that when now more strategy will come in. And that what I would like to see happening on social media and teleporting that on a local radio channel in Liberia. That will help. Because everyone, every surrogate, whatever, and that's why I'm seeing everyone will welcome anybody from anywhere. And and whoever had issue with anybody, we gotta reach out. Because this election is about the soul of the people. Yeah, it's about the soul of the people. Yes. Yeah, about the soul of the people. Yes. Let me say what tomorrow. Wow, Randy, I am very proud of you. You are doing what? No, Thomas. I want to read your comment, Thomas. You put up crap. All right. Yeah, he is. All right. I'll leave that one. Thomas, you and the put up me now you myself. All right. Jackie, Mommy Thomas said, thank you so much. So we be able to go home. Yes, I mean, whatever it takes for you to go home, I already appreciate that. Yes, whatever it takes for you to go home, I will appreciate that. All right. So I think the female, I see the female lioness in the ANC very strong. I love their character. They are very, and I see them as challengers. I love them, and they keep giving them motivation. But again, everyone listen to me here. I want you to think about this, right? The soul of our country is at a greater. It's just like your flesh is no longer on you. Your bone gone. Only your soul now is out there. Only your soul is out there. And that's how I want you to see Liberia. We are fighting now for the soul of Liberia. And that's why I title it as Rescue Liberia, Save the Country. Or Rescue Liberia, Save Liberia. That is to where we are now. So we just have to do the best we can. So all I expect you guys to do is to do your best. Any platform you have where ANC issue is being discussed, I want you to go and throw your support. If you're in a community, go and recruit. And that's what I'm doing right now. And when I get opportunity, I call people in Liberia and say, hey, look, man, this election is your future. And you don't want somebody to dictate to you about your future. You want to be part of your future. I want you to understand that. You don't have to leave your party. Yes. You don't have to leave your party, all right, to vote for Mr. Cummings. All right. You can remain in your party and vote for Mr. Cummings. You see, yesterday I showed you guys a video, right? In Zambia. The president that have been unseated already. His name is Edgar Lunga. Edgar Lunga went against a business politician. And in the first round of that election, they knock him out. He was the incumbent, they knock him out. So I'm not in any shape and form in any doubt that if everyone in the ANC campaign harder and harder, Joe Weah can be a one vote out of office in the first round. This thing has happened and it can happen again. Yes, it has happened and it can happen again. Yes, for me, win mentality is what connect me to Mr. Cummings. If I tell you guys that look, we're going to that election to make sure we are election one term, that is my goal. That is my vision. That is my target to make it one term. We're not going for second round. The people in Zambia did the same thing. They got 15 constituents. The young generation between the age of 18 to 37 years old, when the president took office, He invested in infrastructure and other things, but he disenchanted, all right, and disenfranchised the younger generation. The highest unemployment rate in the country affected the young people, limited opportunity for the young people. And when the young people saw that, they voted that man out of office immediately. And so it can happen in Liberia. It can happen in Liberia. There is nothing that is not possible in Liberia. It just takes that energy, and that's what we're doing. Like I said, you can be part of the Cummings Jehovah Witness that I call the Cumming Witness. Wherever you are, pick up that phone, call somebody, tell them this election is for you. Your future depends on it. Or you can establish a body system where you can have one or two people. I think Seshi Montreal is talking about that. Call your family member, call friends in Liberia and say, look, this election here, I'm counting on you to make the right decision. Let give Mr. Cummings the first 6 years and see what he will do for you guys. Continue to preach those messages. It's going to pay off. So everyone in their weak way or their stronger ways should be able to do something. All hands on deck. People are doing stuff. They are working hard. So it's voluntary. This is a voluntary job. Yes. This is a voluntary job, and I admire it. This is voluntary job. Let nobody lie to you and say, oh, they pay people. Nobody being paid here. No, nobody is being paid here. For the committee, nobody is being paid here. Yes. Nobody. Everybody doing their best. Everybody doing their best here. Everybody. Young, old, even babies. Everybody doing their best in the ANC camp. And everything is volunteer. Everything is volunteer. Why? Because Mr. Cummings believes that the people of Liberia need all the help that we can give to him so that he can begin to help our people. So don't let nobody lie to you. The party, the brand is building up in our country. The brand is building up. And we want to quadruple that. That's why we are calling for the whole ABC program. I will be glad if it run on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday kick off. If we can get one radio station, two radio stations where we can simulcast, we got it, people. You bring them together, you get Monique Kishen on our platform, you get Duke, you get myself, and you get one or two female on our panel. We discuss issue. And then the rest of the other 2 days, everybody can have their own show. Like for me, the ABC Vision show with J. Randy, where we discuss Mr. Cummings Vision. Because when we did the campaign for Mr. Weir, Eugene Fagon was there going after the people character. I was there promoting the vision, and people saw the vision because the vision was something that gave people hope. And the same thing can happen here. They are competent people. It's just that we just need to just restructure this thing here, and we'll be able to nail these guys good. CDC is one. Unity Party is unable. ANC brand, ANC brand is growing, is getting better, and the momentum is building as well. But we just need to make sure we keep pushing on. That's what we need to do. If we start our program where we are broadcasting, Spoon Broadcasting, and then the Dylan Garden who told people idea broadcasting, it's going to be an interesting conversation online and in Liberia. People are going to say, you know what? Yesterday I listened to ANC guys, and look, I said some good things yesterday. I'm going to listen to them today again. And so the more the competition start, guess what? The election will start turning into issue now, rather than just talking to, because when we start to talk about the issue that is to the people, for example, what my trophy here? This is a trophy, right? All right, so let's look at the trophy here. Let me give you what has been happening to the Liberian people. Mr. Weah played football for different teams across Africa, Europe, and Asia, right? So when Mr. Weah came into politics, there's one important component that he left out. And that component is so important to the political football game. You see, when Mr. Weah won this election, Mr. Weah thought he had won a trophy. So he became happy. I won the election. And then he took that idea and downloaded that idea to his supporters. That's what he did. Yes. He downloaded that idea to his supporters. And his supporter believe, and that has sedition belief, that was all they needed when they defeated Joseph Boyka. That's all they needed. We defeated Joseph Boyka. We are his president. We got a trophy. Let's go and put a trophy up. But that's not how election runs. Election is based on, a political party, in order to participate in an election, is based on one or two people idea who look at a society that contain many people who are not benefiting from what the society leadership need to offer, and that individual or group of people will go in the community and begin to identify the different things that are affecting the people in a negative way, right? And then they will take note and they will jot that thing down into an idea. And then they will say, but the best way that we can utilize these things is to form an organization. In that case, form a political party. Now, everything they listed that they identify as key issues that impacting the people in a negative way, those things will become part of the organization objective, the goal. And then eventually they will turn it into the party platform. Because those are things that when they work towards, it will benefit the people in the community and in the country, right? So what will they do? They will begin now to go in the community and start asking people to say, hey, look at the platform here. You don't have drinking water in your community. You don't have good education. You don't have good security. We know all the problem here. So you want to join us? Yes. So when you join us and we win, all the problems will start to solve them. That is called political benefit. So what Mr. Weah did, Mr. Weah took the 4 pillar and built that into some sort of political manifesto. And he went out there and many people, including myself, campaigned for him. So when Mr. Weah got elected, they said, Mr. Weah, you won the election. He thought he had won a trophy. And then he ran with it. But there was a missing component, which is the benefit. When he got into office, it was time now for him to provide the benefit back to the people from those list of things that he called what? A party platform. But did he do it? No. And that is why today in his 5th year, he only clinched into victory. But the people who put their life on the line to vote for him, after he said he identified the problem in the community across the country, those people are yet to get their benefit. No education, no safe drinking water, no security, nothing. So today when you hear Daha Sedition telling you, say, we will be president for the next 6 more years. When you hear supporter of George Weah say, we will be president next year, they are only looking at winning a trophy. They are not looking at what? The benefit. You see in America here, where sedition live, when Joseph Biden took office, even when Trump was in office, even when Obama was in office, even when George Bush was in office, all the sedition that live here, They were getting stimulus check and they were getting other benefit, right? The reason some of them who voted for George Bush, Obama, Trump, or even Biden, they all are getting what? Benefit. When a party win an election, the trophy go to the party. But the list of things on a party platform goes to the entire population of the country. That is the disconnect there that Mr. Weir doesn't understand. And that's why Mr. Weir is struggling today. He thought when he won the election, it was just a trophy. But he forgot to know that he's supposed to put in place policy. And this is where now we're coming to separate Mr. Weir failed administration compared to Cummings' vision. Because Cummings understand that winning a trophy is just for the party hard work. But the benefit will come off that platform and it will go back to restore the soul of the Liberian people. Capis? That is the mistake. So today, when you hear any sedition telling you that we will be there for 6 years, any man from the Unity Party, Boka will be there, they are only talking about winning a trophy. They are not going to explain to you what are the benefits that they are getting. That is why today, sedition cannot explain to you what are the progress that Mr. Weir has achieved over the past 5 years. Because Mr. Weir and the sedition and supporters, they have been conditioned to only believe that a trophy. They won from the election, a trophy. We get our trophy, Randy. We give for them. That's why you see they don't measure their own success against what they campaign for. But remember, Weir then went in the different places to look for. What my stuff is I keep looking for? I can see it here. It was somewhere here. I don't know where I put it here today. All right. Somewhere here, I don't know where I put it. So today, when you hear sedition saying, "Oh, we will be there for 6 more years," when you hear Boka people saying Boka will be there, they are only looking at election as a victory. But what good will a victory do if you don't get benefit? You see, we are mentality came from the football game. When AC Milan, or when Paris Saint-Germain, or when Monaco, or when Tonel, or when Man City or Chelsea win any game, the team will take the trophy and they will carry and parade with it to give their fan some satisfaction. But guess what? The fan will not be the one to get that money. George Weah, the game he played through all Europe, they win the trophy for the people, right? For the club. But Mr. Weah was getting paid. The reason Mr. Weah was on a fee every day, the benefit is to get paid. So whatever game he played, he got benefit. You see, when you go to look for a job, you are not going to go get a trophy. When you go look for a piece of job, you read a job description. You say, I can do this job. When the people hire you, what do they do for you? They tell you that you are entitled to benefit. And what does that benefit do for you? It will help you to support your family as well, right? You see, when the government is hired by the people through election, the people are telling them, this is our problem here. When you get that job, you got to make sure you put policy in place so that we can get the benefit. And Mr. Weir should understand that these people brought us here so that we can provide them with the benefit. But he never did it. Mr. Weir took the trophy, he and his ministers, then they turned around and benefited themselves by building estates and riding NASCAR and other stuff like that. Now, so today, when you ask any Liberian now, between age 18 to 37 and above, what have you achieved under the Weir administration? Do you know what Mr. Weir told you during the campaign? Yes, he said you are going to see about water and sanitation, you are going to see about education, you are going to do this. But did your community get any benefit from that? No. And that's the truth. So this whole election of George Weir, it was just about winning a trophy and not giving the people benefit based on what they campaign on. So essentially, Mr. Weir misled the people. only he and his government official. So we need to set this thing clear to the Liberian people to understand. It's not about winning a trophy. It's about electing them so that they can provide them with the benefit. Joe Biden went to the Middle East. Why do you think he went there for? He went there to negotiate to see how well he can get additional oil so he can kind of lower the gas price here. And who benefit? The people here. Because Mr. Biden know that if the people continue to struggle here, the election will be determined on so many factors, including the high cost of gasoline. And that's why he's doing everything possible. But Mr. Weir doesn't understand that. And the people around him, they also don't understand those things. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit the like button. Hit the like button there for me, please. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. I need to get my little glasses. Please hit the like button. All right. There you go. You hit the like button. There you go. Please hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. So the issue here now is if the reason why no solution will come to tell you that Mr. Weir. Now, let me show you guys something here, right? Yeah, it's the big difference here, right? Let's come to something here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let me show you guys something here. All right. So here, I'm going to bring this thing up here. All right. So here is a perfect example right here. So you see the ANC South Africa and party, the ANC in South Africa, they went for the re-election in 2019. But yeah, what they managed to do. All right. Let's go to some of the achievement. All right. So as you can see here, so the ANC party since 1994, they have been doing extremely well. So as you can see here, they managed to improve most of their sector in their country. Education, electricity, health, infrastructure, social security, water supply, housing, and education. So after being in power for all those years, the ANC party in 2019 in South Africa, they were able to convince South Africans to vote for that party because they showed data. They showed data that show how well they have improved. All right, let's see what we can see one here. For example, here, they said in 2014, all right, in the 2014 manifesto, we committed ourselves to eradicating illiteracy. Today, 9 out of 10 adult South African can read and write. You see that? And these are things that George Weah cannot relate to. Yes, these are things they cannot relate to. As you can see here, education. They said in 1994, 51% of secondary school enrollment. But in 2019, look where they are taking that. And then same thing here with learn and pass matrix. And then you have student enrollment into university. So you see all the tab number here are the improvement that the ANC in South Africa managed to present to the people since they got elected into office. So with that kind of achievement, there's no way that any South African who see this improvement, not only by paper, but in reality that live in South Africa, will want to remove a party from power and replace it with another party. And that is why when you look at their progress here, you see the arrow continue to go all the way up. It means that the government achievement report is making progress and it is going up. Now, when you look at Mr. Weir, all right, when you look at Mr. Weir and his party, they do not have anything as it relates to achievement report. When you bring the CDC platform up, there is nothing they can tell you. Let's go back there and give you and look at a practical example here, right? So let's bring this back here. All right, so this is the CDC platform here, right? So let's come back here now and let's do some comparison here. All right. So Mr. Weir is about to run for office. Ready to rerun. So now Mr. Weir cannot run on the platform here because he had already been in office. All the pillows and bullet point on each pillows here. Mr. Weir today, just how you saw in the South African manifesto achievement report, Mr. Weir today should come up with a new report that will tell you where would Liberia progress in education and training in 2018 and what percentage his government has increased that up to. And the list go on to all the different programs here. Mr. Weir does not have nothing to show because they never put any policy in place to show any progress report. And that is why today, when you see sedition, they cannot relate, they cannot tell you how well Mr. Weir is doing because the owner wanted a winning trophy. You see, in recent election, as recent as Lofa County election, Mr. Weir did not campaign. I mean, the candidate the president today, that candidate is not from CDC, but because CDC wouldn't like to have victory, they love trophy. That's why when that man won that election, you never heard that man say anything about CDC achievement and why he should be elected. There was nothing like CDC accomplishment over the last 5 years that came from that man's mouth. And sedition themselves did not say anything to the people that their party has done well through the government that they run in that country. But the moment that man won that election, well, guess what they did? They took that man, victory and saw it as a trophy, and today they're dancing around in the town. But the people all over country will say, but there's one thing to dance, but this man was elected by us to provide benefit to us through his instrumentality when he goes to Morovia, what he will do for us. So you see how sedition minds and the president Weir minds are very selfish and limited. They will only take a winning and forget about the benefit of it. So throughout the whole 5 year of George Weah, the pillows that I show you, they never pay attention to those things to give back benefit to the people who voted for them. Because those things that you saw and those things part of the environment that the people live through, of course, education, health, and you name it, right? But when you are we are today, how many community across Liberia that you have improved and what percentage of that improvement compared to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? Mr. Weir got nothing to show you. All they will tell you, Mr. Weir is going to win the election, we're getting another trophy again. That's how they are. And that is why they need to be voted out of office. Because they don't care for the Liberian people. Capis? And that is why when we bring Mr. Cummings' vision here to discuss it to the people, we're going to let them know that Mr. Cummings is coming to work with them. Together, they will be able to identify what are the challenges in their communities, what will be the roadmap to engaging them to begin to solve the problem. And there will be voluntary people helping them as well. I'm saying it because I'm in the know of what I'm saying right now. So the benefit of the people who believe in the ANC leadership will get what it takes for them to get through Mr. Cummings. Yes. And that's why it's all about here, folks. So let everyone understand tonight. Don't let any sedition come to you and tell you, we will be there for the next 6 years. Say, yeah, my man, you had a trophy, you can't trophy and go. Because the question you ask here is, and you see, I ask sedition, those of you who watch me most of the time here, Mr. Weir, I asked every sedition supporter and even ordinary Liberian, I said, give me 10 young people between age 18 to 37 take 10 from each county. That would be 150, right? Because 10 times what? 15, that should be 150, right? You can put the ratio different place. Maybe you can say 7-3, 6-4, 8-2, 9-1. I don't care, for them. But what I want you to achieve is this. Let 10 young people from River G come to you and say, hey, I just got my certificate here under the job we are administration. I am now a plumber from the vocational school. I am a plumber. Yes, I am a plumber. Sorry, guys. I was talking to my boss. My boss just came in. When your boss come in, you got to wait. Yes, you got to wait. All right. Can you guys hear me now? Eric, are you there? Can you hear me? Eric, can you hear me? I see Emric here is watching here. Thank you so much, Emric here. Yes. So I challenged them and told them, give me 10 people across every county. Thank you very much, Emric. Across every county. Let those 10 people, whether it's Bapolu, Riverside, Grand Judah, let those 10 people get up and raise their hand and say, yes, Emery or Eric or maybe Riverside Pro, under the We Are administration, I am a trained plumber. Then the next person comes. Under the We Are administration, I have the technical degree or certificate as what? A welding planner. So that way, I cannot go to France to go have big wedding because Liberian can be trained to be a good wedding planner. Then let somebody can say, oh, I have this certificate as an electrician. I can electrify your house that you built. Nobody under the We Are administration, whether it's the Youth and Sport TV program or any training program. So when I ask all the questions all the time, get what mobile model the future. Those of you that follow mobile model, what Riverside Pro is. Mobile model then went just last week, I think it was Friday or Saturday. They went to the Sagomo tree and they said they're trying to unveil the Muna Penal Vocational School. Why is it they're coming now to talk about Muna Penal Vocational School? Because they fooled the people. They got that trophy, they benefited themselves, and then when Jay Rennie started talking about giving 10 people across the counties that got some type of vocational educational training, they're like, hey, that trouble starting now, so they'll go do something. And that's why they will come here and they say, oh, the man looking for a job. No, the man looking for a job. The man's job is to expose them. And these are things that we must do voluntarily to begin to help our fellow Liberians to get Mr. Cummings elected. Like I said, this run starting today, by the end of the election in 2023, I will officially be leaving the politics now. And that's why I want to make sure. There are two things I'm trying to accomplish here. But technically, it will be three things. The first one here is I campaigned for George Weah. He got elected along with others who supported him. But I felt that he had been doing the wrong thing for the Liberian people. And I had given up on him. And I'm doing everything possible to inform the Liberian people that this man who had joined others to get him elected, it was wrong. He never helped the people of Liberia. So I am campaigning against him to bring in a candidate who I believe that is a people person and who believe that Liberians should come first. If Mr. Weah is defeated, which I believe he will be defeated, that will take the sweat from on me and I will say, yes, Lord. I help other people to get elected. Now he has been defeated. I'm okay. On the flip side, which I'm not praying for, and I hope that it doesn't happen, if he get re-elected, Liberian will know that I campaigned against him and I did not support him. But that's a choice that I would never want, and I will pray to God. Now, if Cummings get elected through my help along with others, I will be hanging on my political jersey because I will be confident that Mr. Cummings will do the best for the people. Because by then, Mr. Cummings and everyone will be on the highest alike. That the young people get job, we are only 6 years, and they will be watching Mr. Cummings progress to a possible that he could be giving just one term, which is 6 years. I want to leave the political scene with the same idea that the young people in Zambia did to their president. He was elected in 2015, and because he did not perform well, they removed him last year, August election. That's the same mindset I'm trying to inject into the Liberian election are coming into the young people. And that's what I'm seeing. If you are a supporter of CDC, if you are a diehard sedition, you can still remain a sedition, but vote Mr. Weah out of office because the benefit that Mr. Weah is supposed to have given you after you gave him a trophy, he never did. But guess what? He took the trophy and he also benefited himself. He got condominiums, big houses. He ride those fancy looking like motorcycles and enjoy himself. But what about you? There's nothing you got. So this election on the platform, when we discussing the ABC vision, like I said, the ABC vision with Jay Randy will start during the first week of August, and then we run that show throughout from now to the election. We want for Liberian to understand what are the major bullet point or things that Cummings wants to accomplish, how he going to do it, and with the participation of everyone. On top of that, we will be focusing on the demographic across the country and the geographic. And we want to make the election next year about the issue. George Weah got his trophy, he benefited himself, but he did not give you anything. Do you think if George Weah had achieved anything for the people, Mobile Maludan will be running to go open Muna Penal Vocational School? No. George Weah then knew what was the right thing to do for the Liberian people. Why it is true that Liberian people went online and chose him to be their president, George Weah neglected to put the Liberian people first, and he put himself first. We cannot have a president like that. He has to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the show. Let's read a few comments here and we'll be out of here. Yes. So I see Emery is here. Thank you very much, brother Emery, for showing up here. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. All right. And my brother here, I think it's Vovo Me. He said, well, freestyle government. I couldn't agree with you more on that. All right. Let's see. Going down the horn here. Segu Dollar is here today. Segu Dollar is back today. Segu Dollar is back today. Let's see here. Yeah, we have let's see here. Thomas Awaji, Eric. Oh, my sister Agnes is here. She did this master class teaching tonight. They will be stealing your idea. Yeah, I need somebody to be behind us to stop. But I don't really know. Yes, I don't really know how to. Yes, I don't, and I owe you one call, sis Agnes. I owe you a call. I forgot to call you today. But we'll manage the information here. We'll manage the information here. But we're taking it to the next level now. So they can keep up. Yeah, they cannot keep up. They cannot keep up. Reverse brother, you are doing a great job for Cummings more than the ANC. Just stop that. No, just stop that. Everybody is doing their part. And yes, Reverse Pro, I know you from the other side. And I want Reverse Pro, you're not the one that taking the idea from here too. I would was not taking the idea from here. Where is Duke? Let me bring Duke on you. Because you know Duke cannot, you know, it will not be easy on you guys here. Yeah. So let me see here. I think so far that's all we have. Okay, we got more comment here. Yeah. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say a big thank you to every one of you guys for giving me the idea. River said pro laughing here. Yeah, he laughing here. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. I appreciate you guys for that. And I have to go and take a nap now because how they call it, I will be up in the morning around 4 a.m. Yes, I will be up 4 a.m. in the morning and then promoting the ABC agenda again in Liberia. So the show run from 4 a.m. My time, East Coast time or Eastern time. I'll be right back here, 4 a.m. We start the show usually start at 7 a.m. in Liberia, but because of the time differential, I usually wake up at 4 a.m. and then I stay with the guys until 6 a.m. in the morning. But what we discuss variety of programs, but because my big five continue to help me to pay for that monthly service, so we broadcast, we broadcast um we broadcast Monday, Wednesday, and then no Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We broadcast in the morning. Yeah, so we promote the message over there in the morning as well too. Yeah, so we promote the message down there too in the morning. So that's what we do Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's what we do. So I encourage every one of you guys. If you can't wake up, I will share with you when the time comes. I will share. I will share with you. But again, it's all about promoting the image and of Mr. Cummings. It's all voluntary work, and that's why I love my B5. Yeah, somebody I'm increase the B10. Say Rolly, say Rolly, she sounded Musa. She sounded Musa. I would think about it. I would think about it. Yes, I would think about it. Yes, I would think about it. Yes. But yeah, but we doing our best there. And I think the first the very time because this guy, let me tell you the story about Mr. Roger, right? So Mr. Roger, it was on his same show where I declared support for George Weah, and now he called me by again. He said, "My man, yeah, you see how your man messing your team? You coming by?" I said, "Yeah, I will come to join you." So the day we premiere on the show, it was the very day that says Young, says Amanda, and Dr. Francine. It was the same day they were in the studio listening to me that very day. And they were the very day I premiered. So they went on there and then the B5 and they got to see the show, they got to listen to the show, and then they were like, "Oh yes, okay, Randy, we see the people now." So they got convinced. Yeah, so that's why it is. Yes. So that's why it is here. Yeah. So we'll be getting no, Thomas Awaji is not in the B5. No, he's not in the B5. He's not in the B5. And Toma Awaji will not be part of P5. No, he will not be part of P5. Yeah, because Toma Awaji is let's just put he's radical. Let me just put it that way. No. And let me tell you guys this last story and then I will close the night here. So in 2017, when I started campaigning online, we were told to shut down anyone who were interrupting us. And guess what I did to Thomas Awaji? Because Thomas Awaji and myself were friends. Prior to Facebook Live, we became friends. But when I started campaigning, we were giving the mandate on the show, do not pay attention to distractor. But Thomas was close to me. So I grabbed my phone, I blocked Thomas. I blocked Thomas on my phone and on Facebook. And I never spoke to Thomas until we got elected. So I know Thomas is very distracting. I know him very well. So I understand how he operates. But that's Thomas Awaji. You cannot change it. Yeah, that's Thomas Awaji. You cannot change it. All right. So that's why it is. Yes, that's why it is. So Thomas Awaji is not part of the B5, and he will not be part of the B5. So, guys, you're thanking so much for the show. So keep your finger crossed. Beginning the first week in August, we'll start to discuss the common vision here for Liberian to get to understand, and then I will also start to do that on the radio back home every morning too. I'm also trying to get the evening hours. Sis Agnes had, she got me on that elite. I mean, she said she put on that elite. Once we get the evening show, we want to run the show from 6 to 8, and we'll be broadcasting in Liberia in the evening. Once we get that, and then maybe we increase that to the Big 10, because it will be two payment. Other people will be, and there go Vivian here. Vivian here is one of the Big 5 here too. Let me just introduce you. Vivian is one of the Big 5. She she support the idea here, and I don't mean to put you in the spotlight, says Vivian, but she support the idea. And River says, well, not River says Pro, but LB Gayu, he also support the idea as well too. Yes, he also support the idea. But says Vivian, she has been very instrumental. In fact, she started the idea, Randy, yeah, the people got to hear your voice in Liberia, no matter what. The people got to hear your voice, and she has been very, 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 very helpful in this process here. And again, I would like to say a big thank you to her. She came once and twice, she watched the show, and then boom, she just got connected to us, and we have been working together since then. So I'd like to appreciate her, and I'd like to appreciate everyone as well too. Yes. All right. Finger crossed, coming vision coming your way. Yes, that's it right there. The vision coming your way. Yes. So I had a very big discussion. I would like to thank Brother Ada as well too. All you guys are very helpful. Yeah, and things are going back in the end. Look, I mean, things are getting excited in the end. I can't express this enough, but things are getting better in the back end. Yes. So those who out there talking that, oh, Mr. Coming this, you don't know what you're talking about, folks. And but those are classified information. We cannot release it down here right now. But yes, things are getting better off. So guys, thank you so much for everything. And again, I see you guys, and we'll be back here. I mean, this is my favorite song. Hey, Facebook, I know right to this song, but I just want to enjoy myself, because that's why I do in my little office here. Again, the music you're about to listen to, I do not have any right to that, Facebook. So let me play my song for you guys. All right. With that victory song. See you guys, man. See you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. I need a big banner behind you for comedy.